about the floodings of Venice and the Australian bushfires, they are both natural disasters. But the important thing about them is what we, as human beings, are contributing to them. There is more harm that already has. I mean, we cannot stop them from happening, these natural disasters, but we can mitigate them in some way. The rise of the ozone levels are in part our fault because our carbon footprint, and as for the Australian bushfires, they are sometimes caused by accidental ignition, maybe from a cigarette, from match, or from heavy machinery, but it's all human devices. So if we can control their actions not from happening, we can mitigate them and the damage is not that heavy. So we cannot say exactly at which point of climate change are we right now, because there is a time lapse between the actions that we do today and when we feel them. So our job right now is to reduce our carbon footprint all the way down and prepare our adaptation for a climate change that is going to happen. But one thing to consider is that right now, today, there is much more consciousness that there was 10 or 20 years ago involving this subject. I mean, mainly because the internet and social webs and all the scientific data and proof that we can look into. About coronavirus disease and our situation right now, we cannot say that it's going to have a long-term significance or impact in climate change, because if we compare the time that we have been in quarantine and the time that we have been polluting this earth as human beings or contributing to the carbon footprint, I mean, it's minimal, so we cannot say it's going to have a long-term impact. But what we can say is that we, as for today, live in a healthier environment, mainly in big cities, where the cloud of pollution we are not contributing to it, so it is reducing.